Hi guys, my name is Rhea and finally, welcome to my vlog. For my first vlog, I'd like to show you what kept me busy in the last 48 hours. I've taken some clips and summarized this all for you now. It all started Friday morning when my parents drove me to Naiya Terminal 3 for my flight. Thank you also to my family who sent me off for the well wishes, and see you all in a couple of months. It was a breeze checking in at the business class counter, and as you can see, I've maximized the 40 kilos check-in allowance. I was then asked to pay for the travel tax so they can release my boarding pass. After giving them a receipt of the travel tax, they gave me my boarding pass, and I was informed that the Silver Crest lounge of Singapore Airlines is closed, but I've given a meal voucher for the other lounge available at the airport. After checking in, I should then go to the immigration counter to get myself cleared for boarding. I spent around 20 minutes at the immigration being interviewed by the officer. He asked a lot of questions about the purpose of my travel, which really goes to show how difficult it is to travel during this time. If you haven't been traveling for quite a while now, here's a peek of how empty it is at Naiya Terminal 3 at the moment for international departures. Just when I thought I'd be able to experience Silver Crest Lounge, but as you can see, it's closed, so let's just check out the other lounge available at the airport. At the lounge, there is a set menu that you can choose from so you can enjoy a meal before boarding your flight. I've been to an airport lounge before, so kinda know what to expect, but thanks to COVID, it's totally different. But here's Korean beef stew, corned beef buns, some peanuts, and blueberry mousse for dessert. The lounge was located at gate 114 and my boarding gate is 110, so I have to walk through 4 gates in order to board. There's 2 available walk-a-lators between those gates, but why am I not surprised? I have to walk because both walk-a-lators are not working. Here's a selfie while walking towards the plane. As you can see, both face masks and face shields are required in the Philippines. And finally, welcome to Singapore Airlines Business Class. Apart from the wide space, the other thing that I noticed is that the seat belt is similar to a car seat, which goes from above your shoulders and not just above your lap. Welcome to flight SQ917 Singapore Airlines Manila to Singapore. Estimated flight time remaining 2 hours 20 minutes. So currently I'm enjoying this business class seat on this plane. As you can see, there's not much people around. Well, at least on business class. So I think economy is packed. Kasi doon naman talaga ako dapat. Wala lang talagang maupuan, kaya ito naikuhan ng business class. Kailangan lang talaga. And pwede naman pala mag-Tagalog. So the crew is currently preparing lunch. So may dalawang choices. I think it's rice, noodles, and then beef. So since hindi ako mahilig mag-explore ng mga pagkain, especially while traveling, kasi masela ng ating tiyan, or inisip ko lang. So yun, I chose beef. Kahit na kumain na rin ako ng beef sa airport kanina. So, business class, it's my first time riding business class and enjoying the first drink of the day, which is guess what? Coca-Cola. Hi! Is it okay if I take a video? Thank you! Lunch is served. Wow. Thanks, Aya. I will, thank you. So, lunch has been served. So, for today, I'm getting beef something. I'll just put in the description. So, we've got bread, another bread, butter. Wow. Vegetables, probably some. And for the dessert, it's this one. Alright, so I think I'll be enjoying this while it's hot. Then I'll shoot another video later. Woohoo! Cheers to business class. Lunch is served, so ayan, meron nga tayong beef, and then bread, and then dessert, and vegetables. So ayan, so since kakain tayo, pwede na yung walang mask. So they've got these utensils. And then, sino mag-aakalang first vlog ko pala, mukbang agad. Okay. So mag-start tayo pala with antiseptic wipes. So they've also given wipes earlier dun sa care kit. But now, before eating, let's just wipe your hands. And then, i-refill pala ni Aya, the flight attendant, yung ating Coke. Pero I'll try different drinks later. Okay. So, let's start eating. Ngayon ko lang na-realize. At gusto ko ito. Wala bang kanin? Okay. Tikman na agad natin. Sarap siya. And, naisip ko, kailangan ko palang mag-ingat kasi I'm wearing white. Ayun nga, medyo makalap tayo kumain. So, ingat. So, merong vegetables. Carrot and beans. And mushrooms. So, tinignan ko yung menu kanina sa Singapore Airlines mobile app. Basta, beef and mushroom. Something. Hindi ako mahilig sa mushroom, pero kumakain naman ako. Ang doon niya. Parang baliktad. Pero, okay. Walang rice, pero may potatoes. Hindi ko naman maubos ko ito, pero let's try our best. So earlier, I was browsing the in-flight entertainment, and then I found a movie that we can watch. Raya and the Last Dragon. So as you know, my name is Raya, and then let's watch Raya and my dragon. Before watching, I'd like to show you a close-up look of the headset. So here's the headset for the business class. Diba bongga? Hindi nga lang siya pwedeng iuwi. Hindi siya pwedeng iuwi kasi hindi mo lang siya magagamit sa bahay. So, ayan, diba? So, pang airplane lang siya talaga. And meron siyang seal of being disinfected. Tapos, meron din siyang extra foam. Nakalagay dyan, these ear pad covers are specially provided for your use together with our in-flight headphones. So, gamitin natin siya. Ayan, sorry na kuya na nakakama sa video natin. So, let's use the earpads for the earphones. And then let's start watching Raya. Okay, I'm back. So, pinlay ko yung Raya. So, nabasa ko siya kanina, pero ba't di ko inintindi? Total screen time, 54 seconds na. Preview lang pala to. Preview lang pala siya. Kaya nga nakalagay, di ba, coming soon. So, well, first time ko pati napanood yung trailer. So, hanap man ako ng iba. And, kain na ulit bago lumamig. Okay, so tapos na ang lunch. Hindi ko siya naubos kasi sobrang dami. And, busog pa akong dahil kumain ako sa airport kanina. So, hindi na tuloy yung Raya. Kasi nga, preview lang siya. But I found Seoul. I'm now watching Seoul. Sorry in advance, JB, kasi mukhang nasa listahan natin to. So I think I promised to watch this with Jarrell, my husband. Pero yung una ko nakita kong cartoon sa recommended videos kanina. So, sorry. And after lunch, they offered coffee. So I got coffee with milk, so no sugar. So I haven't been putting sugar in my coffee since January. Okay naman siya. Nasanay na rin ako. So it's just coffee and milk. So, to the movie. So, yun. So, yung mga tayo. I'm wearing my face shield. This one. Because we're going to the restroom. So, the restroom is just a few steps from my seat. And, ta-da! Let's see what's in here. Yun. O, diba? So, parang same lang naman siya ng restroom sa economy. So, merong flower, diba? Bongga. So, as we know, one of the things that is good in business class is that you got the extra legroom. Well, apart from the spacious seat, you also have an extra legroom. So from the entertainment screen, there's a small space down below where you can poke your feet in. So you can enjoy the legroom while watching your favorite show. Also, to the side is a rack for your coat. That means woman jacket. So since I don't have it, I don't have to put it on my lap to the duration of the flight. Also, right to the side are armrests. So in order to release it, you have to press the button. Yeah. And then it's organized like that. And this one is the blanket and the flight attendant earlier. So same with the other side. There's also button there. So you can pop it in. So I'm still here watching Seoul, and I'm showing you the extra legroom. So let's try to maximize the experience and find out how to recline the chair. So in here you'll see controls. This one is like a remote for the screen. So going back to the control, let's slide the chair a bit. So pressing this one moves the chair forward. Oops. Watch my feet. So there. Oops, I think that's enough. So I'm now reclined. So you can see it's almost as if I'm lying. So this will be very handy for my flight from Singapore to Australia tonight. And now back to the movie. The captain has made an announcement that we're nearing Singapore, so we'll be landing 20 minutes earlier than scheduled. Naputol yung video ko kanina kasi ang sabi, ibalik na daw yung chair upright. Hindi pa nag-iinit yung pagkakahiga ko, so ibalik na daw. Okay. So 30 minutes na lang and we'll land in Singapore. As I was saying, so it's a nice experience with Singapore Airlines. So So again, kaunti lang yung nakasakay sa business class ngayon. And my previous travels are with Philippine Airlines or Qantas going to Australia. So usually direct flight. And then other experiences with AirAsia going to Korea, Cebu Pacific in Japan. So yun lang naman talaga yung travels ko abroad, wala nang iba. And locally, it's either Pal Express or Cebu Pacific. So I've been to counting places lang naman. So yeah, it was good. So lubusin na natin to hanggang bukas, including that Singapore to Australia flight, because going back, my return ticket is booked for economy. So sulitin in business class for the next couple of hours. I'm left with 36 minutes in the movie, and let's see flight details right here. And flight's only 32 minutes, so I'm afraid I won't be able to finish the movie. So let's hope Seoul is also available on the flight from Singapore to Australia. If not, so let's just find it online so we can finish it. Okay. Oh, and by the way, so it's currently paused. So instead of pressing that play button over there, let's use this cheeky remote. Too easy. We arrived at the airport. It's good that on the way here I was sit on the right side of the plane, and I was doing a time lapse. I was recording a time lapse of the landing, and I noticed that the Marina Bay Sands is within view. So I stopped the video and just took a very blurred photo of it, but I'm really happy to see the Marina Bay Sands. And the reason why is that it was the setting of the last Detective Conan movie. So I just really wanted to see that Marina Bay Sands because of the movie. So I wouldn't say Singapore is on my bucket list, but I've seen that, and that is good for me. For now, the other thing is that I saw that there's lots of ships in the sea, and I was just hoping that my baby, my husband is still there. So they were at Singapore a couple of days ago. So I was just hoping that even though I can't identify what ship he's in, I hope that somehow, somewhere, he's there when I see the photo. Alright, so the plane is taxiing, and we'll be off the plane shortly. Upon arriving at Changi Airport, they divided the whole flight into those whose final destination is Singapore, and for us who's only getting there for a connecting flight. They ushered us to one of the boarding gates where we can wait for the next flight. As for me, it took me 7 hours of wait time to get into the flight to Brisbane. I won't bore you with what I did with those 7 hours, so let's just go straight to the flight to Brisbane. So just before we land, let me share with you a summary of my entire business class experience. As mentioned, it was the first, so it is the first time I've flown business class. I'm not sure if this will happen again. It's just sad that I experienced this during COVID, so I have to wear a mask all throughout the flight, except when eating. And then the lounges are closed. So from Manila, the Singapore lounge is closed. So I had to use one of the other lounges available in the airport. So they just gave me a meal voucher that I can use. So that's why I was able to have lunch before boarding the plane. And then after boarding the plane, they offered lunch again. So I was so full then. So there's lots of food in business class. So I didn't get to enjoy the drinks because I'm not a drinker. I just asked for Coke and coffee throughout the duration of that first flight. So on coming to Singapore, I thought the lounge would be open given it's Singapore, but again, it's still closed. We're just given a specific section on the waiting area. So there's a waiting area there, and then business class is just excluded on one boarding gate. There's coffee and some drinks available, but yeah, pretty much not what I expected. Not complaining, I understand the situation, but I just can't help but wonder how different would it be had it not been for COVID. What else?
We'll secure the cabin for landing. Thank you.
Announcement in progress. So the captain just said to the cabin crew to prepare for landing. We're almost there. So again, back at Singapore, so everyone was seated at the waiting area. So everyone with connecting flight going to, I'm not sure if the waiting areas were designated based on where you come from or where you're going. So as for group bound for Brisbane, so we were seated there. Then 1 hour before the flight, we were ushered to the other boarding gate, to the actual boarding gate. So I guess we're seated at A17, so gate A17, but the boarding gate was A5. So lucky for more than half of the passengers, they were able to board the Sky train. So from A17 to A5, they boarded the Sky train. So unfortunately for me, I was in front of the line that was cut because the Sky train is already full. They had to walk. I had to walk a number of gates before finally reaching gate A5. After that, we went through immigration. So in the Philippines, you're not asked to take out your laptops out of the bag. So in Singapore, and I also believe that's how they do it in Australia, you have to put the laptops or your big gadgets on a separate container. Then I'll go through the scanner. So for the seat, it's same on both flights. I think it's A350. I'm not sure about the plane. I was planning to do research on that, but well, I missed it. So this seat is very nice for long haul because I slept last night. So the flight was from 1 a.m. at Singapore, and we're landing 10 o'clock in Brisbane. So I slept about 3 to 4 hours during the flight. So I woke up right in time for breakfast. So for now, let's see. Okay, so I'll make this quick from here. So upon arriving at Brisbane, we went through the usual arrival process. We went through immigration and got our bags. What's changed is that after that, we were assigned to a hotel where we will be spending the 14-day mandatory quarantine. We were assisted by the police on and off the bus, so they drove us to the hotel, which is the Ridges at Fortitude Valley. I'm surprised I got a family room, but I'll just make the most out of the extra space. I'll create a separate video of the entire quarantine experience and hope to see you all in that as well. So there you have it, 24 hours from Manila to Brisbane via Singapore. And now I'm here at the hotel, stuck for 13 more days. So glad yesterday was day 1 and not day 0. So for the duration of the stay, I'll be tested for COVID twice and I hope that both tests turn out negative. So I was tested for COVID 2 days before flying and it was negative. So I hope I didn't pick it up along the way from Manila to Singapore to Brisbane. So I'll be taking clips for the next 13 days and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!